Alright, so my wife told me to clean out the barn, and we certainly need to. So this is the first thing I ran across that takes up a decent amount of space, and we don't use it. It hasn't been started in at least 5 years. I actually turned it over and it looks like that, and when I pulled it out it had a complete ring of grass bits that just fell down when I turned it over, so that's kind of funny. A little rust there, but we're going to see if we can get it started, and then I can sell it for a few bucks, get it out of here. The first thing I'm going to have to do is see if there's any gas in it. There is not. That's a good thing. If there were, it'd be really old, and I need to drain it out anyway. That looks like it's just barely got a film on the bottom. So that's good. I'll just add new gas. My filter element, my air filter, a little debris in it. We'll just knock that out. I'm not trying to make this thing look perfect. I'm just trying to get it to run. So, oops. Wait, was it on this way or this way? I already forget. I think it was this way. Clean side toward the intake. And then the cover here is a little dirty. Get that gunk out of there. There. It is new. And the prime bubble sometimes on these goes bad. The primer bubble looks good on it. Tabs that way. There we go. Just need to get some gas in it. And check the oil. Let's see, where are we? Oil, there we are. Let's see if there's any oil in it. And there is. And actually, it's pretty clear. It's almost like somebody stored it with new oil in it. That sounds like something my dad would do. We'll let that settle for a minute. I just had it tipped up. I'll check it again. Briggs & Stratton. This is a Poulan Pro 500E series, 140 cc. And of course, they don't rate these little things in horsepower anymore. This is 5 foot-pounds of torque. All right, let's get some gas, make sure the oil's good, and see if it starts. All right, and one more thing I want to check before we see if it'll start. Wouldn't have to do this first, but if it does start, at least show you what you're looking for. If I can pull this plug off of here, the boot I should say, there we go. So you can check in there, make sure it's not rusty. It looks good. See if this is the right size. That was loose. Good thing I checked it. Didn't even need to ratchet. But you want to look at your plug here, and you'd want to make sure that the gap's not crazy, and that it doesn't look like it's fried or coated in carbon or anything like that. Looks good. I can put it right back. Now if it did have some corrosion or coating on it, you can take a little sandpaper to it. You're just wanting to make sure that that spark can jump across there. It's not too big a gap. On one of these you could probably just quick Google what the gap's supposed to be, and then if you don't have one, you can go to a parts store and get a gap gauge. Kind of looks like a coin, but it has a gap that increases or decreases around it, and just make sure it's the right size there. Squeeze it down, make it smaller, or broaden it if it needs to go more. Alright, the main event. Got some fresh gas. I'm not going to put a lot in here. And the whole, whoa, boy, that feels fast. Didn't mean to give it that much. Heck, that's almost a full tank. Alright, we got that. And I did want to double check the oil now that it's been sitting for a minute. Make sure I don't start this thing without oil in it. And that looks good. Alright. Am I threading that wrong? Yes, I am. Always want to avoid cross-threading your stuff. Alright, let's see here. It says 3 times pump. 1, 2, 3. But I'm going to give it a couple extra because there was nothing in it. Let's see, move off my electric cord there. Not surprising in the least that it doesn't want to right away. Alright, actually sounds pretty good. Shouldn't have shut it down so quick. Determined it starts, and I talked to my sister and she actually doesn't have one. You can see obviously the little flip cover for this is MIA. You need to put something here so that, because as this blade spins around, you can shoot something right up in your face, so I'm going to put some kind of cover on there. Now, I had a couple options of junk laying around. If you rub your leg against that, you're probably going to cut yourself pretty good. So I opted to go with an old Rubbermaid lid that we no longer have that Rubbermaid anyhow. So we're going to cut into this to make a nice little shield. And I can trim it down as needed. Even got a little cover there. If I wanted to, I could like have it closed if I wanted to mulch, but I'll never mulch with this. I don't think my sister would either. Now, I think I'm going to prefer it this way. Yeah, I think that'll be better. Alright, where's my drill? There's my drill. And then I'm just going to use a couple self-tapping screws here. Right about there I do. Ooh, not too much, or it'll rip right through. I need to adjust my torque setting here. Of course, if I need, I can always throw another one on there. Yeah, I'm going to put one more in the middle. And then I like that. Now, you might not win any beauty contests, but, you know, you can spray paint it black if you want. I think I'm going to rock out the purple with this one. There you go. Now I won't be hitting you in the face. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.